Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy for the Sony PlayStation 2 again. In the last episode, we completed all of the surrounding areas of Rock Village after completing Boggy Swamp. And now, we need to go back up that hill so we can continue to the next destination of our journey. And our next destination is up there. Want to take care not to run into the boulder up there because it can damage you. So don't do that. And from here, we're facing this thing. And we are going to have to face this thing if we want to continue. So, once we get on these platforms, the battle starts. Watch the shadows on the rocks to see where these rocks go. You're not going to get hit by these things. After this boss stops shooting the rocks, some blue eco will show up. Get the blue eco, you'll cause this bridge to show up. Get all the way to the front, grab the yellow eco, and shoot at this guy so that the boulder he creates falls on him. Once it falls on him, get away. Get back to the platforms, or else you're going to get crushed. If you die at any point, either from falling into the lava or taking 3 hits and losing all your health, you're going to have to start this whole battle over. Second verse is the same as the first, but the rocks are a lot faster. And I decided to use my invincibility frames to give myself a little bit of an advantage. Now, when you grab the blue eco a second time, parts of the bridge will be missing. So you want to be very careful as you advance towards the yellow eco. Keep on shooting. As soon as the boulder falls, get back. When you're jumping between these 3 platforms, you just want to use your double jump. Use your spin attack with circle only if you really have to. And had to concentrate there for a second, but I managed to get the blue eco one last time. I do not want to be hit by anything. I got hit by anything. Brilliant. So, which means I'm going to have to do this all over again. Also, as you progress through this battle, the rocks that the boss shoots at you do get faster. So you want to be very careful as you go from platform to platform. Also, I use the long jump first on the first phase of this because I knew that I could get away with it. And I can also roll because, again, I can get away with it. And just like that, we are over there. We are back to where we started. Alright, let's try this again. And this time, let's focus on the shadows of these rocks. And I almost got hit there, but I think we should be okay. Just need to watch the boulders. As long as we're facing in the general direction of the boss, the yellow eco will travel towards the boss, and we can hit his head with the boulder again. Alright, we are now back to where we were with full health. And I need to time my jumps carefully. That way I don't get hit. And now, it's time to do this again and hopefully do it right. Better to get hit by a rock than to get knocked into the lava. And this time, we've done it. And we now have a power cell. And we now know what we must do now that we have beaten the lurker that has been terrorizing Rock Village all this time. We need to cross these platforms one at a time and make it to the mountain pass. So, we need to get to the mountain pass before these three flying lurkers do. For the moment, just worry about getting to the end before the enemy does. Don't worry about picking stuff up. You'll be able to do that later. As you do this, you also want to pick up some blue eco as well, so that way getting to the end before the workers do is a little easier. You also want to watch out for the barrels that are lined with sticks of dynamite. Hitting those will immediately kill you and force you to start all the way over, regardless of how far you are and regardless of how much health you have. And you want to be careful and you want to maintain control of the glider once you hit all of those blue eco vents, because it can be very easy to mess up before you get here.
We stopped them from blowing up the pass.
And that's because of that wall of barrels. These guys will fly into the cave. Let them, especially the one that lags behind, and jump to the pad to get your power cell. Nope. We are going back because I want to pick up everything, and I actually want to do this for a reason. Now, thankfully, the scout flyers are in pretty easy to find positions. You may skip a few on your way to beating the lurkers over here. That's okay. You'll be able to find them if you just take it slow and you don't rush through this area. Don't worry about that power cell up there. We'll get it eventually. We can't get it now. Not yet. Also, I skipped this little stretch of land on purpose because while I could have used it to maintain speed a little bit, control was the main thing, and so I avoided that little edge right there near the wall. And this eco vent is closed. We're going to have to open it and eventually open that. That's how we get to the power cell that we can't get to yet. It'll be a little while before we can open that wall up. And you want to make sure that you jump over here. And there we go. We have gotten just about everything so far. I can't believe I missed these. How did I? I mean, I could have easily gotten them, but again, making sure I made it to the mountain pass first was the main goal. And that was the last scout flyer that I had to get. All that remains are the power cells that are right there. And that was the last of the orbs. The only thing left to get in Mountain Pass is the one power cell that I mentioned that we can't get yet. So we're done here for the time being. Let us head back and let us reconvene with Kira and the Green Sage. Alright. Make a little bit of a turn over there because I don't need to go through that more narrow path anymore. And let's try not to run into an explosive barrel as we do this. Let's see if I can speed things up a little bit and hopefully not die. And apparently so far we've made it. There we go. Let's go over here. And let's get to the volcanic crater. Before we do anything, I do want to go over here because there's a scout flyer right here. And from here, we're going to go in the hut. And we are going to go in the hut and activate the teleporter pad. Just by hitting the button.
Oh, fuck, I always wonder if I'm losing body parts in those things. Holy yakkow! The Red Sage's lab looks worse than the Blues.
Well, it definitely looks as though there's been a struggle here.
I'd hardly call it struggle. Would you, dear sister?
Certainly not. The Red Sage gave up with so little effort. No fun at all.
Gall? Is that you? You've finally gone off the deep end, eh? And Maya, I told you the Dark Eco would affect you both. Nobody ever listens to old Samos. What have you two done with the Blue and Red Sages?
Don't worry about your colorful friends, you old fool. They're perfectly safe in our citadel. Our special guests.
They have graciously agreed to help us on a little project.
You were wrong, Samos. Dark Eco can be controlled. We've learned its secrets, and now we can reshape the world to our liking.
You can't control Dark Eco by itself. Even the Precursors.
Until now, we've had to scrape by with what little Dark Eco we could find near the surface. But soon, we will have access to the vast stores of Dark Eco hidden deep underground.
Not the silos.
Yes, the silos. They will be opened, and all the Dark Eco of the world will be ours.
But that's impossible. Only a Precursor robot.
Oh, don't look so upset, Samos. We've got big plans for you.
Wait a minute! That was Gull? The same Gull who's supposed to change me back? Gull is the guy trying to kill us? I'm doomed.
We may all be doomed. If they open the silos, the Dark Eco will twist and destroy everything it touches. We simply must get to their citadel to stop them.
The fastest way there is through the lava tube at the bottom of this crater. A few more power cells and your Zoomer's heat shield should get you across the lava safely.
All right, my boy. You know what to do. Take the flea bag and go round up more power cells.
Well, this got interesting. Apparently Gol Acheron, the sage who is supposed to help us, changed Daxter back into his more humanoid form, is the same guy we saw at the very beginning on Misty Island. And the woman who was with him was Maya, who has also been corrupted by Dark Eco. We now have to stop them both from taking control of silos full of Black Eco, or Dark Eco rather, in order to keep them from reshaping the world in their image, which I'm guessing is going to be something very twisted and very nightmarish if they were to get their way. Anyway, while we are here, we can also talk to Samos the Green Sage, and we can also talk to Kira. Let's talk to Samos first.
Great balls of eco! There seems to be a large lurker presence in the spider caves.
Great. Sounds like a real cheery place. Let me guess. There are spiders in the spider caves, right?
Of course there are spiders in spider caves. But that's the least of your problems. The lurkers are after crystals of concentrated dark eco. You've got to destroy the crystals before those monsters get their hands on them. Up to it!
Could he actually have...
Oh, we've got to save the other sages.
And apparently Samos can levitate. Who knew? Why am I still able to talk to Samos?
You have to destroy the dark eco crystals in spider caves.
Right. Okay. I forgot he has more dialogue if you talked to him the first time. Might as well talk to Kira too.
Hey guys, keep collecting power cells. They're the key to continuing our journey north.
As if that wasn't obvious enough already. Does Kira have any more? Yes, she does.
Hey guys, keep collecting power cells. They're the key to continuing our journey north.
And it's the only dialogue she has. Okay. Cool. Got it. Are you serious? I had a new... This is a newer, more cleaner disc, and already you're telling me I'm having errors with this too? Ooh, boy. I'm going to have to clean this once all is said and done with this video. Anyway, we have a cave over here, and we also have a scout flyer here too. Let's go ahead and talk to the people who are over here.
Hey, Gordy, I think we got visitors.
You think, Willard? Howdy, strangers. Passing through? Us too. Well, we gotta be moving on. Nothing to see here.
I thought you said this was a priceless gem worth...
Willard!
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
We got 4 of them. You want them?
What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with them for 90 orbs each.
Where have I heard that before? Hey, how do you two geniuses expect to get that big gem out of here anyway?
Well, smarty pants, we got 12 more years of digging to figure that out.
Gordy, wouldn't it take less time if you dug too?
I love how one of these guys has a lantern on their head and the other one has the canary cage on their head. Never mentioned that the first time around. Also, something I never mentioned the first time around, I did have disc errors while playing the spider caves the first time around, but it was only during the practice run. I never had the disc not be able to be read when I was recording the first Let's Play of this. So, yeah, in case you were wondering if I either emulated this or if I did this on a real PlayStation 2 with the game disc and the memory cards and a capture device, I do this with a real PS2 with the game disc, with the memory cards, and with the capture device. Also, we have enough for all of these orbs. We have, or rather, we have enough orbs to get all these cells. So let's go ahead and just get all these cells out of the way.
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
Hope you like seeing Jak's feet buried in the ground and then his right foot suddenly floating in midair there, because you're going to see it 2 more times.
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
3 more times for the floating foot. Seriously, his right foot's just floating there.
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
And we get a special animation for that 4th power cell.
Oh, yeah, I got it this time. Here's a power cell. Yeah, what he said. That's it. You cleaned us out. No more power cells.
Interestingly, some of that animation was skipped because of the disc. Also, we now have 73 power cells. I wonder how much we're going to need to get through the lava tube. I think we're going to find out. Also,
I've reactivated the gondola. It can take you to Snowy Mountain. Use it whenever you want.
first time around I couldn't get this immediately because I forgot to clear Boggy Swamp. I fixed that now.
Hey guys, by my calculations, it's going to take 72 power cells to fuel the heat shield against the lava on the way to Gaul and Maya's Citadel.
I have 73. I can immediately go to the end of the game if I so choose, but I'm not going to do that. I am going to play all of the surrounding areas of the volcanic crater, and I am going to get everything here too. Which means that I will be getting all of the orbs here, and I will be getting all of the scout flyers here as well as everything in the surrounding areas. And of course, every power cell past the 72nd one. I love how if you just... There's the lava tube right there. Can't go there yet, though. We still have some work to do if we want to get another 100% clear. Yes, I'm going for 100%. I mean, I did it the first time, and I made it happen. I'm going to make it happen in this replay, too. And we're going to jump over here real quick. See what else we can find. There's another scout flyer right there. And here's some more orbs. Might as well collect them. And I am suddenly just sitting here picking up orbs one at a time, praying that I don't get a disc error again. I mean, the disc is in good condition. I made sure that it was when I bought it. But I have had to at least clean it at least once, which is now going to be twice, after what happened a couple minutes ago. There's 5. Where are you at? Better stand here. Just made it. And I will have to go over there later because that's an oracle. And by later, I mean in a few seconds. There's a spider cave. There's some more orbs. And there's another scout flyer. That's our 6th. And we almost have everything. That box right there is an orb for the spider cage, which we are right in front of. We will have to do some doing to get that box open so we can get the power cell inside. But I'll save that for another video. In the meantime, I want to go back to where the oracle is, which is back behind where the gondola leading to Snowy Mountain is. In order to do that, I'm going to have to keep riding these minecarts. You can stand on the wooden planks, but you can't walk on the track just because of all the gaps in them. All the gaps between these wooden planks. Like, it is really easy to fall in a gap and then land in the lava and instantly die. Just like I almost did right there. Also wouldn't want to touch these pools of sulfur either. Pretty sure those can hurt you too. And now, I believe that by going over here, we can get the last of everything. And by dropping down here, we can get the last of the orbs and the last of the scout flyers. Nice. And now we can talk to the Oracle.
Seek the pure light, for within its flame the answers reside. You can gain my power cells by bringing 120 Precursor orbs for each.
And if I can rotate the camera to get it out of the way, we have 2 more power cells to get our hands on. We have all the orbs collected here, and we have all the scout flyers collected here. Let us go ahead and save the game, so that way I don't have to do any of this anymore. That way I can just save these to the... Save my conversation with the Oracle here to the game, so that way I don't have to do it anymore. So we are now 8% more of the way to 100%. And we are done with just about everything we can do with Volcanic Crater for the time being. And now it's time to explore the surrounding areas. But that will have to wait until the next video where I have this disc cleaned up a little bit. Join me next time where I head to one of the surrounding areas. I'm thinking I might go for Snowy Mountain next. And I start exploring and looking for more things. And getting more stuff. And getting closer to 100% completion. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!